I'm Julie. Thanks for joining me today. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing the new fun alphabet sticker book from PLANYTHING and giving 5 tips for using alphabet stickers in your planner. At the end of the video, I'll be putting one of the tips in action to make a page for my 2024 planner. Just to say before we start the flip that this book is currently still available. I have an affiliate link in my description, which you can use with code Julie10 to take 10% off your order. Amber's also having an amazing Black Friday sale, so you might want to pick up 1 or 2 other things at the same time. I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but let's get to flipping fun alphabet. This book has got 60 sticker sheets, 2,480 stickers, and a really good variety of fonts. We start with this candy coloured pink, yellow and blue font. I really like the fact we have large letters and small letters. So you can either do a word all using the large or using the small, or you can mix and match. You get plenty of each letter and you do get 2 pages of each. You will notice if you get this book that the pages aren't in the right order. I did a double take when I first saw it. I thought, oh no, we've missed out the middle letters, but it's just that they're in a muddled up order. So you've got all the way through to Z. Then we come on to this black font, which is super fancy. What I like about it is it's not even just 2 fonts. It's got 3 different styles for some of the letters. And then we have got some letters that are plain. We've got uppercase and lowercase, but you can really make some fancy looking words with these. Or if you just want to use plain letters, you've got that option too. Look at that swirly E there. I really love it. So 2 pages of each. All of these stickers are on clear. Look at that N. That's really fancy. And right the way through to Z. So that's a really useful alphabet. Very classy, I think. Then we're on to fun. These are pastel shades. We've sort of got a lime green, a bright pink. I think I'd probably call that a mint green. And then we've got this lilac colour. So 4 different colours. Again, we have got the 2 sizes. So that's really useful. I like this. This is a fun font. So lots of pages of that one. Then this one reminded me of the Happy Planet Nordic Bright sticker book. They had an alphabet that had floral designs on, but this is all in black, so very stylish. And every letter, instead of having the little cutouts, has got some sort of floral element, but you can still see clearly which letter it is. This one straight away screamed party to me. They're like little balloon letters. They've got the little reflection of the balloon. Useful to have the 2 sizes, as I say, and really pretty colours with this turquoise, red, pink and yellow. Really bright, perfect for any birthday or parties, as you'll see later in the video. Really, really pretty. Now the next font couldn't be more different. Really, really classy. And I like the fact you've got the plain letters, upper and lowercase, but you've got these little stars. So that gives me a sort of celestial vibe. But if you don't want the stars, you could always cut those out. Really love this black font. Something completely different from the fun fonts in the book. I think this book is really versatile. And on the last page, we've got extra of the vowels, which is always useful. Next, we have a bubble font, like little clouds, sort of font that I would draw when I was a little girl, when I was trying to draw fancy alphabets. That was about all that I could manage, and certainly not as neat as these. These have been in one of Amber's previous sticker books. I think it was a summer one. And you've got pink, yellow and purple shades. Next, I was really happy to see these, the letters for Halloween spreads, ideally. I worked out that you could spell Halloween for 3 years and spooky for 3 years. You've got enough letters, so this is really going to last. It's like paint dripping down. And then this one is really unusual. We've got some ordinary letters, but we've got these letters with the huge tails. So again, really fancy. You could just use one at the beginning of the word to make a statement on a page, or you could use several together. I've seen a few people do some Plan With Me's using these, and they look really, really good. Maybe for Christmas, something really fancy like Dear Santa, something like that. And finally we have balloon letters, always useful for parties and if it's your birthday. So if you're doing a spread, or if it's the new year, you could spell out Happy New Year. And that's the end of that sticker book. This book has just released along with favourite florals. This one is a 40-page sticker book. I did a Plan With Me using that, so you may want to check that out. You can also get 10% off Winter Vibes and I Love Books, which released at the beginning of November. And I do have some videos showing those if you're interested. Just to quickly show you some of Amber's books that have 50% off, which you can then turn into 60% if you use my code. We have the Houses and Trees Part 2, which I think was out last year. I've used it quite a bit, but it's got fun things like these New York sort of skyscrapery type buildings, as well as seasonal houses, little village town there. We've got some spring trees, winter trees. We've got all the seasons, these lovely summer palm trees. So this one is a really nice one. Then there's Seasonal Houses and Trees in Amsterdam, which is full of illustrations by Amber herself. And really, really cute. It's got lots of little elements, like not just the houses and trees, but benches and ponds and grass and clouds, so that you can make little scenes. Really sweet sticker book. Another one with Amber's artwork that's still available is Seasonal Vibes. This one's really useful. You can use it all the year round. So you can see I've used a lot of the Halloween stickers, but we've got fall stickers, beautiful leaves. Then summer, spring in the park, rabbits, butterflies, rainbows, and then you've even got some pages for the new year and your winter scenes. Finally, a very useful one that I've used in lots of my videos for various different things, the plain rainbow pastel boxes, which is just what it says. It's rectangles, hexagons, circles and squares in, I think, about 6 or 7 or 8 pastel shades. Really useful sticker book. So all of those are 60% off with my code. I placed my order as soon as the sale started, so I'm all sorted. And I've been collecting these washes that Amber's been bringing out with the stripe, the grid, and then the line on the white. And I hadn't got yellow, so I have finally managed to pick that up to complete my collection. So I'm very happy. Now let's get on with the tips. Tip number 1 is to use your alphabet stickers for the name page in your new planner. A couple of my new planners for 2024 have now arrived. I've just grabbed a couple of my older planners. You can see I need expander discs really on this. It's so bulky. Sorry about the glare. This was the famous Miss Maker planner, and I don't use my own writing. I prefer to use stickers, so I just use some scrapbooking stickers that I had in this one. And here's another example. Just some black lettering. I think this was from an Amy Tangerine alphabet pack. So I'm not going to give you any spoilers as to which I might be using in my new planners. You might see a few spoilers about my planner lineup in my upcoming Craftalia haul video, but this is a font I would consider using. What I really like is the different sizes. So if you've got something like a mini or my skinny classic, this little font here would be perfect, whereas this one would be fine for a big or possibly even a classic. You can mix up the colours. Sometimes I can be a bit fussy about having things multicoloured. So if you want to, you can just have all the letters the same colour. And the other thing that you could do is you could mix upper and lowercase. So I could have, if I wanted to have the big J here at the start of my name, we could even mix the two alphabets. So that's one that I may be using. The others that I'm thinking about are this fun one here. Again, it does depend on the colours of your planner, but if you want to, you can go with the classic black fonts. This would make a really nice name. Let's find the J and see if I like it. I can be very fussy about my fonts. Yeah, we've got an ordinary J, and then we've got this nice loopy J. And then we've got this font as well if we just want to go with a classic black. So if you don't like your handwriting, alphabet letters are perfect for putting your name in your planner. Tip number 2 is to use your stickers when redating a planner. The stickers in Amber's sticker book are a little bit on the large side for doing this, but this font looked perfect in my skinny classic planner, which I'm having to redate this year. You could probably use some of the larger letters in your classic or big planner. You can either spell out the whole word, but I tend to just use the abbreviation. Tip number 3, and a place where I use alphabet stickers a lot, is my currently pages. So you can see I've used some alphabet stickers to spell out June here. This is an old planner, and I used to do a matching task page, so I've put the word tasks at the top. Here's another example from an older planner where I've used these lovely multicoloured letters for September and to do on this page. I think we've got an October page where I've used alphabets. I do tend to use alphabets a lot on my currently page. So if you do make a currently page, then this book will certainly come in handy. On to tip number 4. Tip number 4, and something you'll have seen me do a lot if you've watched my Plan With Me's before, and something I've demonstrated in my 3-step planning guide videos for new planners, is to use alphabet letters to spell a word out on your planner page. So I'm not going to make a full spread, but I am going to make the start of one with you just to demonstrate what I mean. I often use a section of the planner, and it does tend to be the middle for some reason, but there's no reason why you couldn't do it at the bottom or the top. You don't have to white out the lines, but sometimes I can be a little bit fussy. I often do this for seasons, so I thought I'd put the word fall in the middle. I've got this really big loop. For some reason it makes me think of Father Christmas, this F. You could use it for a letter to Father Christmas. And we'll just spell out fall, but I think this font is really good for making a statement on your page. So you could put hello on the other side, have hello fall, welcome fall, or have fall on the other side and have fall vibes. I do this every year with seasonal spreads, spell out a word. And then I could just take something like from these seasonal vibes, these lovely leaf stickers, and start decorating this section. I won't be wasting this spread. It will make a good spare spread for next year. I'm more or less done with full spreads now. So you can see how easy it is with Amber's pretty stickers to make a really nice spread. And then all you need to do is add your boxes for function, and you are done. You could add more leaves, you could have some that you cut in half so that they're coming off the edge, then add some strips of washi, sort of thing I'm doing on my channel all the time. So if that's something you've not tried before, I really recommend it. Which brings me on to my last tip, tip number 5, which is to use alphabets for special pages. I have a whole playlist on special pages. I love making them. And so today I thought I would make a page for my 2024 planner. I wonder if you can guess which font from Amber's alphabet book I'm going to be using. Let's get started. The page I'm making is going to be a birthday page, and I wanted to do a balloon header. So I'm just going to draw very roughly the shape of a balloon. I'm not the best at drawing. This is actually going to be my template. If you're confident with drawing, then you could just draw freehand, but I like to have something to draw around just because I lack a bit of confidence when it comes to drawing. So I'm just cutting inside the line because I do need my balloon to be quite small. So I've got to spell out the word birthdays across the top. So I think that will probably be about the right size. This is actually the first time I've made a birthday page, would you believe? And I'm just going to draw around in pencil first. Always a good idea if you're not confident with drawing to do that. The other reason is the balloons are going to be overlapping, so I want to make sure I draw the lines correctly, and I am going to have a bit of a squeeze to fit in all the letters. So I'll probably speed this part up and be back in a minute. I used a Pigma Micron 05 and I made sure that I drew these ones in front, and then these ones I didn't complete the line so they look like they were behind. I'm going to add the little bit at the bottom now. Just to make them look like balloons. Some of them are going to go into the overlapped part, but I think we'll be all right and fit the words on. I don't know because I've not done this before. This is something new for me. Let's draw some strings for the balloons. This one's a bit tricky there. Did you guess which letters I am going to be using? Initially, when I thought of a birthday page, I did think about using the actual balloon letters. They would be perfect. And if they don't fit across the page, you can always do your page the other way. But as soon as I saw these letters, they just screamed party to me and I really wanted to use them. I would have loved to use the large letters, but they're not going to fit. So I'm just going to use these smaller letters. If you've actually got a birthday in the week, you could use these on your planner page. You could spell out the name of the person whose birthday it is, or use it for your own birthday. I think I'm just going to fit that T in, which is good. And then the other idea I had for this page was that I could use circles and make the boxes balloon shape. But I'm not sure about that now, so I feel it might detract from this as the focal point. So we'll have to see. You get so many of these letters, and also there are 2 pages of each, so you really have enough to last a long time. So that's done. I've just rubbed out the pencil lines. And I did try out an idea of some boxes on the page, but I didn't like it, so I've pulled them up and I have torn my page a little bit, but it's not a disaster. Thought I would just use some of Amber's washi that matches. I don't have the red or the yellow, I don't think, but I do have the pink and the blue. So I'm going to put some stripes. Do I want to have them all straight? Yeah, I think we will have them straight. I'm making this up as I go along, not quite sure what I'm doing. Just really need 12 boxes. Let's bring in the blue. Trying to avoid the holes, although I do have a hole punch. So if you're a new planner, making a birthday page is one of the things people tend to do at the start of the year when they're setting up their planners for 2024. I could have counted the dots, I suppose, to make sure I evenly space these, but we're just going to, I think, eyeball it. Probably should go about here. I'll just get as near to the punch card as I can. This washi really coordinates with these alphabets, so I do wish I had the red and the yellow. Need to pick those up. And where are we going to put this one? Is it going to need to go right over the hole to be in the middle? I think it probably will, so I might end up having to punch. That certainly brightens up the page. Just need to add some boxes now, so I'm hoping I can get the boxes to fit. I've got some little ones and some bigger ones. Whether to tilt that one, but I'll probably go with straight. I'm tending to use the bigger ones for the months that I know I have more happening in. And we'll have the yellow here and the red one here. And there is a very quick birthday page. Could draw little bows on the top of the boxes to make them look like presents, and I'll either write the month in the box or just underneath the box, and I may even colour in those balloons later. I hope you found this video useful. There are way more than 5 ideas for using alphabet stickers in your planner, but I didn't want to make this video too long, and these were probably my top 5. If you're interested in Amber's sticker book, all the details are in the description, including my affiliate link. But any alphabet stickers will do. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Happy planning, take care, and see you soon.